From dreams and plans to raw models out of wood, we began fabricating loads of welding from aluminum to get to where we are now, a bare bones console. We hacked up the fiberglass in my boat, we took out a seat, we did a little bit of fiberglass work, and at the end of the last video, you saw we actually laid the console in the boat. In this episode, you're actually going to see the trial run of this new console in the Atlantic Ocean. This boat is going to run today, so stay tuned. Well, looky here. Look what we have going on. I've done some work without you guys, but mostly boring work. I'll admit, I left you guys out. Got a little carried away. Just been on crunch time here trying to get this thing ready for a water trial. And so if we've got a couple minutes, we've been thrown in and out of the boat. But Dad and I threw the console back in the boat, and I've been doing the first hookup. All the cables I ran before I cut out the tot, just so I could see what holes I had to drill, where they had to go. If I had the right cables, I had to do that because of time's sake. But now I'm in the midst. The console we tossed back in just yesterday. I drilled all the floor and I've got all my bolts in, so it's there now. There's a couple bolts I still got to put in, a little bit of drill and a little bit of fab, but very minimal. But what I'm working at now is Dad's actually in St. John's for a couple days, so this is my chance. I have to see right now if everything's going to work or if I need parts and supplies, because where I am here in rural Newfoundland, I can't run over to Honda there now this afternoon. But with him in St. John's, if there's something I need, he can get it before he comes back. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to hook up the control box. I've been at it forever so long here. Just couldn't seem to get it to work. My own stupid fault. Take a guess down in the comment section what I did. But I could not get this thing. The control box just would not work. Oh, but we've got her going now. We've got her going. Nice free and neutral there now. Putting the engine components back together. Let's put some gear in this console. We're getting ready for a water trial end of this week. I'm just waiting for a guy to call me back from Honda there now, guys. I called in, asked for a technician to call me because I was getting to the end of my rope here. And for some reason, there are so stupidly few marine videos out there on this stuff. I cannot believe it. You cannot find any good information online. It's definitely a niche that's wide open for content for sure. Someone could jump on that. You'd probably do all right. Frustrating. He'll probably call back down in a couple minutes. All eager to help. And I'll say, buddy, I got it all figured out in life. I got all the answers. You can see I got the wheel loosely mounted there. Nothing too extreme yet. Let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo. So that's all connected to the motor there now. Everything is wired up in the back. Everything is moving just as it should. My throttle, my gears. Yes! That's a great feeling setup, guys. I gotta say, for my body, for me, this just feels fantastic. Look, this is right where I want it. All the control in and out of gear here. The wheel is right up nice and high. Perfect for me standing. I love it. Handles right here. So once you're in gear and running, you've got a good handle, good support right here to lean and run. I think everything is this is the beauty of building it yourself. You can build it for you. You can put all the time and energy into dialing it in that you want. So it just fits. You know, a lot of times when you buy stuff, it's not really made for you. It's made for the average person, or they didn't put everything in because that would drive the cost up, up, up. But when you're building it for yourself and you can just slow down and pick at it and get the angles just right, it's a beautiful thing. Let's see if we can get a steering cable in. You can see, guys, how stable this thing is now. But after I got it bolted down to the floor, I went ahead and cleaned up off all the weld spatter off the dash here. This is the finish it's getting right now for water trial. This is it. For you guys wondering how things are possibly going to run, let me just give you a show. Now, let me point out, this is not final rendition. Everything will get cleaned up later on perfectly, and just rough zip tied now. But they're running through the top there to keep them nice and low and relaxed. They'll run up the side here, and we'll put them in some, what do they call it, rig tubing or rigging tubing or something like that. And they will chase right here. And my throttle and gear controls right here, my steering, and all my electrical cables will run in through here, and they're not too strained or anything. You can see what's happening. And moreover, they're not in my way. Not at all. As you can see here, if I'm running the boat, the tot is here, and I can come right into the edge of the boat. And the only thing I'm even near is the throttle and gear controls, but they're just not in the way. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Look at this. So again, slightly different angle here. You can see I can get right up here on the side of my boat. Nothing's in my way. I can easily run the throttle and the wheel from out here. No problem at all. I've got my nice safety handles here. It's just, I think spacing, I think location, this is about as good as it could have got. I could not be happier. I was a bit worried about this snake kind of that these cables are doing here. Some places say, I read online forums and stuff, you might get a bit of premature wear, so your cables wear out a little earlier because of it, but you guys will pay for it. I'll set up a group fund, and every, say, 3 years, I'll open up a group fund, and you guys can all donate me $2 each, and we'll buy a new set of cables. No big deal. Okay, let's have a little look. Just got it cleaned up a little bit, put back together, took all the tools out. Let's have a little look. There it is. It's far enough away there in the shop that you can get a good profile of it. Of course, there are things to be added that are going to bulk it up. Lighting and everything, the whole windshield assembly, windshield wiper assembly. All these things are going to bulk it up, make it look a little bit bigger in the boat. But there it is right there. Getting a good idea of the profile, of the shape. Try to give you a good front angle here. There it sits. In terms of inside the boat, of course, you got the open bow here. Coming up to floor plate. We've glassed that out. You can see how it fits in to that big bracket and gusset there. Our cables travel up that side nice and tidy. Remember, all these welds, everything is going to be totally cleaned up. Anything that needs to be flat wheeled will be flat wheeled. Really, really nice. We've got huge open space. It's about 4 feet. You can see right here, this width right here, about 4 feet. So we'll have a seat base. That's the next project. I'm also going to build a station here for working at the fish, like a splitting table, or also kind of something like a cooking table, that type of thing. Let's jump up into the boat here, and you can see, get the light up for you, you can see how we're leg bolted into the floor. Heavy bolts around the sides. These are corner plates up here. Here's our dash setup. So we have our beautiful, my favorite wheel, my favorite boat wheel of all time, right here. Still got to tighten that down, put on the center cover. The Honda controls, 2 gauges. There's another 2 auxiliary gauges that I really want to grab. I'll pick up those before too long probably, but the base gauges it comes with is a trim and a tack. Got the cup holders in, but you can get an idea of the look here. Lots of viewing, of course, out the front. This is a splendid control box here. You can see I just hooked the battery up, and we do have power. Our screen lights up. Everything seems to function there. This is a really awesome troll feature where you can adjust your idle RPM in increments. So if you're just trolling against the tide or something, you don't have to keep throttle on. You can just click it in gear, and you can adjust your idle here, and you can change here the instant step RPM change there. Just splendid, guys. I'm so happy with this setup. Like I said, we're doing a whole nice seat setup here, but back here, this is the top, of course, for operating at the tiller. I want a station here that I can work at, because that is space now that I can use. Well, guys, the first hookup with the console in. Look at that, look at that. Just connected it. Look how little boat we've taken up. So little of the boat wasted with this console. They're usually way more deep this way. They're huge this way, really deep. You're looking out over this big nose of the console, this big deep dash. I love it. What do you think of the scale? What do you think of the lines, the way it sits? I think it sits really, really nice with the lie of the boat. But I'm going to see, it's pretty windy right now, so I may not get out there this morning. I'm going to take it down, gas it up, watch it as it rides behind the truck. This trial, the run we're doing today or this weekend, this trial is to see if this console is sturdy, to make sure it's not flopping, to make sure that roof is not flopping around, to make sure the whole console is not wiggly wobbly, because as I've said, I believe previously, if it is, it may need some more structural support. I didn't want to go overboard. I could have just whacked this thing full of X braces and braces everywhere, but I was trying to keep it as light as possible. But if it needs that, I'll put it in. That's why we're putting it out in this unfinished condition. So I want to run it, and if it needs support, fine. We'll bring it in. We'll put in whatever braces we need to do that. But this is the trial run. This ship is just about ready to go. It's been a long time, guys. A lot of time invested, money invested, a lot of skills learned, a lot of things learned. Really, really exciting. Let's jump in the truck, pull it out. I'm gonna blow out the shop here, and then we'll head down and get some gas. Woohoo! The fiberglass dust is blowing off as I pull it outside. Oh, I just love the look of this thing, guys. I think it's so handsome with the boat. Just gonna grab the leaf blower now, blow everything off, blow out the shop there. Yeah, so yeah, you come back till I says, and I'm just gonna drop her and see if she'll fire. Hey? Full tank. Last year, first getting her going brand new, it was a bit hard getting her primed. So we'll see. Here it is, here it is. No life jacket. I know someone's going to comment about the life jacket. We're just right here in the little harbor. I'm not going racing around. This is just a dawdle just to make sure everything's working. Make sure the steering, the controls, I haven't fired it up or anything with the mouse. Okay. Yeah, hold it right there now for a minute. Come back a bit more. My engine's fully submerged. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if she'll fire. Fired. See if she big cycles her fresh gas through now. Oh, RPM is working. Oh yeah, that, you know, the little idle lever, that's working. Idled it right up. I'm on hook there now?
Yep.
Okay. Just come back a little bit, and I'm just gonna click her in gear and just make sure she pull herself off the trailer net, rather than you shucking me off. Okay, let's try right there. Okay, reverse works. Hang on now. Seems okay. I guess give me a little bit more water. Everything working nice. Hey? I'm going the opposite. Everything with the tiller is the opposite. So I'm trying to turn. Now I can turn like a car. You turn the way you want to go. With this helm, you can let go of the wheel, and she will counter torque, so no feedback wheel. Throttle seems like good friction. I probably could free it up a little bit more.
No.
Some wind in.
What? Yes.
Oh, yeah. I want to go for a little putter? Okay, I'm going to Rand's floating dock there. Look at this, guys. The first time docking. It does feel a little different. You get used to that tiller and just the immediate control you have, and now you're kind of disconnected from your engine. It's a very different feel when you've gotten used to one thing. But it just feels so great. I think it looks great. I want your opinions beneath this video. All you guys with great eyes and great taste, if you could just cast your opinions, leave them down in the comment section. What do you like? What don't you like? Oh, wait for this one right here. Wait for this. I gotta get used to this. I remember that. Oh, that's rough. Huh? Holy cow. Yeah. My head is throbbing there now. It's a good thing I rounded the corners on that strip. Getting dead to check for blood, just in case I split myself. If I didn't have that K and Knives hat on, I would most certainly have been getting stitches tonight. You're going to want those hats of your own, guys. Head to knknives.ca and pick one up. You could just save your head from a hospital visit this summer. We enjoyed the boat for a couple evenings here, really put it to use. Now we're going to put it back on the trailer again and get it back and do some more work, because it's not ready for the summer operation just yet. It's just raw in this configuration. It's a test run, but look how the girls are enjoying it. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for coming along on this project with me. Leave me all your comments and feedback down below, like I said, and stay tuned for the next episode.